Well, how y'all doing again? This is Cliff, and I'm working on the Austin Healey 1963 six-cylinder 3000. And let me give you a look, see what I'm doing. Okay, I am welding and fixing rust, and right now I'm working on the inners and outer quarters. I've got the outers welded in roughly, and now I'm putting the inners in. And when I say it takes every tool in the house, it takes every tool in the house. Luckily, I've got one or two more, so I am covered. But boy, it took me half an hour to get all the clamps off. And I still don't think it's clamped on good, but I think I'll go with it. I made the panels for it. I made the outer and I also made the inner. I don't know if I can walk around. This thing has got some issues, but I am taking care of them slowly. Let me see. Yeah, you can just barely make it out. I've got them primed with weld-through primer, which doesn't really weld through, so I'll have to bubble gum the stuff to death. I'm still filling in holes and whatnot, but this is the biggest thing, is getting these inners and outers on, give the car a little strength to keep it from sagging. It's sort of a pain in the butt. I've measured it the best I can, and the gap is exactly the same as the gap over here, and I even spreaded it a little bit with a couple of jacks just to make sure that we're going to be okay with the door jambs. Since I don't have the door over there, I have to hope that this panel here, this door opening, is going to be the exact same as that door opening. This is all you can do other than put the car back together and check it, but you got to get something in place first. I'll bend this car in the middle if I have to make it work. But I haven't done much else, and it's pretty slow going. So I've been farting with this for about a week now. And I haven't done much of anything else. I did get my carburetors in. And they look good. And so for that was a good thing, because the carburetors I had were garbage. And I was lucky to find the carburetors, and the guy was good enough to get them shipped out to me right away, so I can continue with the engine, finish the engine and get it covered up and forget about it. So I was real lucky there. And I want to put a thanks out to him for taking care of me on the carburetors. Anytime someone sells a part, it's always a little spooky. But for the guys that go through the trouble to put these parts out there for us, no matter what kind of parts they are, you ought to thank them when you get a part and it works out in your favor, or if it's what you want. Just send a shout out to the guy, because he's doing you a favor by getting you a part. So don't ever take it for granted. So I'm lucky to find them, and I'm glad. So we're good to go. So if I can find the rest of the little itty-bitty items I need, we're going to be even better yet. Because this thing is really nickel and diming me to death. There's the fender. Luckily, that fender is in pretty daggone good shape. It's got some light surface rust on it, and I think I've got a couple little itty-bitty light bends. The rear fender is a different story, and the door seems to be okay. So once we get to that point, I think we're going to be okay. I've got to figure out something to do on this aluminum coming around. I am not sure what to do with that just yet, but of course that's down the pike a little bit. I'm going to put a set of leaves in it, pull the rear out, clean the rear and the whatnot under there, and get all this dressed up and closed up. And I hope I can get the door jambs in correctly. That's, without the door bolted onto it, it's going to be a little bit of a fight. And you got to pray that your measurements and your gauges that I made before I took it apart are accurate, because once you put this stuff on, it's either got to work or you got to get the big hammer out. So we'll see how that flies. This thing had a little wave to it in here. So what I did is I stuck a piece of steel in here, straight piece of steel, all the way through here to make sure this is completely flat. Because it was wavy like that with all the welding and stuff. So I think that's going to do it. And I think I've got everything tight enough where I can start doing my spot welds. And then we'll see if the car is going to hold its shape once I release all this. I've got a little gauge I made. So we'll see what happens. All right. Well, I didn't want to drag this on too long because I got to get back to welding. I am about out of argon. Maybe I got enough argon to get all this done. And I might have to go and get me a bucket of argon or something. All right, guys. So let me get back to work. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.